Hi everybody, this is Phillip Guan, CPA. Welcome to the English section regarding about the trade accounting tax software. This is for the tax software of 2023. This is class 3. So before I am actually going to get into the class number 3, I would like to share with you something so that you can learn from what you have. I was teaching the Cantonese and Mandarin classes, and some people ask me questions, so I have this put it in here. So I would like to share with you. We normally go to work Monday to Friday, and where we start 8 a.m. in the morning and 5 p.m. So normally put in 40 hours to work. Now, you first go to school. Let's say you want to be an accountant, you study accounting major in 4-year college. You pay the school to go to college, and then you go to interview, and you get a job and work for your boss. And you put in your time, the boss pay you. And that's how you actually get it. Now, after Monday to Friday, after 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., you have 6 hours. Let's say you put about 3 hours of your time to take care of your personal things, include commute, cooking, taking care of your family, taking care of yourself. You still have another 3 hours, let's say from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. So every single day, Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m., those 3 hours will be either you use those 3 hours to watching TV and do something for fun, or using those 3 hours to study or working. And some people use those 3 hours to go try Uber and use the labor to exchange for money to help the families. Nothing wrong with Uber, but you could using these 3 hours to use your brain. There is uh, an invisible door to plug in the treasure inside of you. I would like to hand you a key that unlock the door to open the invisible door to reach your treasure. The powerful every single night, 8 p.m. to 3 a.m., 3 hour. That 3 powerful hour, Monday to Friday, will give you 15 hours a week. Now, in the Saturday and Sunday, in 2 days, that 48 hours, I would like to say you can do whatever you want to do for 19 hours and take 5 hours, 48 hours. No, no, 48 actually is not 24, because you're 2 days. So 48 minus 5 is 43 hours. You can do whatever you want to do with 43 hours. You take 5 hours away for yourself to personal development or making some money for your families. Or and now that will give you the total of 20 hours per week versus 40 hours per week for your job. Now, you learn from me, for example, if you happen to know English, Cantonese, and Mandarin, join for free classes. In one day, you can learn 3 times in different language. You can excel yourself in the easier way. But once you learn it, it's good. And then later on, like for example, in January and February, you can use those 3 hours to work part-time from your comfort home remotely with us, and you can make money. Now, instead of drive Uber out on the street, your family worry about you. You are sit in your own comfort home in front of a computer. You can make money. Or you can you can come to my office, whatever you want to do. Now, for example, Gavin, Gavin and his dad come to help myself to repair and improve the office. And then Gavin is 26 years old, came to America for 5 years. So up to now, in the past 5 years, he did not go to school in United States. He did not work in any job other than use labor. So he's doing the handyman. Now he was a college graduate in China. Well educated. That's a waste of talent. So now he happened to live close by my house, my office in here. So he came back there when I'm training, watching the TV, the 85-inch TV, and watching next to me the training. So now he's an intern. He studies 60 hours class, and also listen to my training and do the practice of the software. Guess what? By January, he will be able to become an associate. And we open 7 days a week. He can choose work 6 days, 5 days, whatever day, in Tuesday and night, whatever you want to work. And for those 3 months of tax season, we are not going to be study. We're not going to have training. And he's not going to study as well. He just work and relax, enjoy life, so that have a balance. After tax season, we are going to take 2 weeks off. No job, no study, some vacation. After that, by that time, he'll get promoted, become a senior, because in our CPA firm, every 3 months you get a promotion. If you pass the Great Learner certificate and signed by your mentor, and you also hit each and every qualification. For example, from an intern to associate, all you need to do is the tax prepare certificate, and also finish all the software training, and you do the practice exam, let's say 30 of them, and you let your mentor review it, and your mentor think you're a great learner. So he or she will sign the Great Learner certificate. You're going to get promoted, become associate. In the senior, the same thing. After 3 months, senior is somebody who talk to you what you have been learning the previous 3 months. Talk other people, teach other people how to do what you have used to do. It's not difficult. And assistant manager is helping a manager to run an office while he or she continue to develop his skill in the professional level, like getting an EA. An EA could be done in 3 months on the side. It's not that difficult. There's no requirement for an EA exam for the college degree, and anybody can take it. The national rate for the EA pass is about 70%. is pretty high. So I have full confidence for Gavin will become an EA about July of next year, 6 months from today. By that time, he's going to promote, become assistant manager. In order for you to be a promote to become assistant manager, you must be having an EA exam, EA license. EA or CPA, it doesn't have to be an EA. CPA is more difficult because you need the college degree, you need the 120 units, and you need to pass four parts. EA is more doable and affordable. Manager, the same thing. The requirement is EA or CPA. It's not an N. So if you would like to get promoted, become an associate, become assistant manager to manager, you must have at least a professional license and EA or CPA. If you would like to become a franchisee, you must have an EA or CPA. You don't have to be a CPA to get a franchisee. You don't have to be a CPA to become a manager. You don't have to work full time to become manager. Gavin could become a manager, eventually become a franchisee, far before he graduated from college as a PhD degree in accounting. I can expecting he could become a PhD degree in 2030. He can become a CPA in 2031 or 2022. He can get his master's degree in taxation. That is doable. Is it guaranteed? No, but it's possible. Because behind you, they are 6 level of experienced people behind you. They're 5 year plus experienced EA with master degree. They're 10 year plus experienced EA plus master degree in taxation. They're 20 years experience EA master, and then there's a CPA. So those people are going to be behind you to support all the franchise. When they have question, those 6 level experience depends on your need. You jump in your Zoom meeting and share screen and live take care of your problems. Take myself as example. When in my age of 27, when I came to America, I don't know much English from probably the 3rd semester from ABC. And then I studied ESL. And then I take 4 year college and get a master's degree. During those time, I take 15 to 18 unit and do 3 part-time job, 60 hours per week. I make $4.25 per hour. I have twin daughter, and we have a mortgage to pay. We have a car payment to pay with all the bill. We also support our parents in mainland China. We also send our twin daughter to private school since they're 4 years old. So it's all possible. I become a master degree in taxation becomes in 34, but I become a CPA at 35. I opened my CPA firm at 36. Wall Street Journal features me at 39. About how I built up a CPA firm from scratch in 3 years to more than 1,000. So it's all doable. It's not I have not done it. I done it. I done it short year. And I have twin daughters in the same time. When I go to college, I carpool my twin daughter to the childcare center in the college. And then I go to classes. And then I will go to do the job, do the tutoring, the things. And then I pick up my daughter, send them home. And then I go to the next jobs and go to the third jobs. And then I come home and study. So it's all possible if you want it. If you, but in a normal CPA firm, if they hire 300 people in a staff, in about 2 to 3 years, they promote somebody as a senior at a 1/3 ratio. So 100 of them become a senior. And then out of this, there are about 30% of people become a new manager in 2 to 3 years. Let's say call 30. And then in another 2 to 3 years, they become an experienced manager, the 10 of them. And another 2 to 3 years, they become a senior manager, 3 of them. If they're lucky for another 5 to 10 years, they make partner. If they can bring a book of business that can fit in their class. I put a 2.5 for each, so that's 20 years. Even though you're super duper, at least take you 12 to 13 years is the fastest you can go. Now we make everything possible to learn all the basic in 1 year because we have 6 levels of supporting, like here. This is what matters because we have this 6 levels of supporting to behind the back. You don't have to become all these 6 levels of people. You just become you are EA, you are manager, you know how to run an office, you know all 80% of the bases. The less than 20%, this 8 level group of people will take care of it for all the franchise. And at first, you just an employee. In here, you are employer. You are the business owner. Your people work with you and for you. And in here, you work for somebody. You make 100% of yours. You normally make about 30% of what you worth. Your boss normally pay you about 30% of what you're worth, plus or minus. Now, it's possible, not a guarantee. While you continue work for your full-time job, you part-time study and learn it and build a franchise. In 3 to 5 years from now, your franchise net income more than your full-time income, even though you're working part-time in the franchise and full-time in your jobs in the same time. Again, that's not a guarantee. It's possible. Now, let me train you the today's class. Today's class doesn't take long. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes to train. It's a very simple tax return. And I'm going to open that. I'll be training in Cantonese and Mandarin already. So this is my 3rd time to train it. Now, this is the husband and wife. Husband and wife could be married by joining, could be married by separate, or sometimes could be single or head household if they live apart for 6 years. They can legally choose either one of them for the best interest of them, and they qualify. At this situation, they choose verified joining. This a social, first, last, birthday, job, phone number, email, the wife, or the spouse. Now, if you don't put the last name into it, this software will carry the taxpayer's last name as the spouse's last name. I would normally suggest you to put it in. A lot of Chinese clients, their husband and wife's last name not the same. They don't have a Western tradition to change it. And some do, some don't. So even like my wife has add my last name into it, it doesn't completely carry mine. So each and every family are different. Each and every country and tradition are different. Therefore, it's good to just copy husband and wife's last name, first and last name. And then so far so on, just get the basic information. If any of those things are checked, that means apply. Okay, so have saving account. No, I mean it's good. Have insurance account. Excuse me. Have insurance account. And then ID. I changed it to San Francisco, California. I make up this number. Direct deposit. IRS Bank America, but the bank account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is in that. Those are the makeup numbers, like 1 to 9. You need to put in 2 times, and you need to make sure it's check-in or saving. It all. And then you have to do this. The last year, how much federal tax, how much California tax. And you also see whether or not they are foreign asset. Or whether or not they have digital asset. Now it's done for the first one. Go to the second. Dependent. Double click. Now just fill the personal information, right? So again, in here, the last name was not put it in because they have the same last name. But if you want to put it in, now they say if different, you should, but to save your time, you don't need to. But in our situation, so now you fill in, check the boxes that apply to. There's a second tab like this. And then we go to the second kit, paste down. Now this kid is a little bit older, 23 years old. So it's college student. Now, when the college go to leave our town, they still consider living in the same house. For example, like when my boss, when my, excuse me, when my daughter uh, went to outside of California to study, when they was my dependent, now it's no longer. And they are can still live with us. I'm a grandpa now. Okay. So now we finished 2 kid and then we go to W2. This is something, oh, we learn it for, this is the third time to learn it, right? Taxpayer. And then the company's EIN number, company information. And then this is the W2 where they have 401k. This person, taxpayer, makes 70K, but put 10,000 in 401k. They only take 60,000 for normal use. They are 10,000 tax deferred. So in this situation, the box 1 is 60, only tax on 60,000. The box 3 and 5 are Social Security and Medicare. They are subject to the full amount. So now it's very easy to make mistake. Look, what's this? You see the all changes, or as you input box 1, 3 and 5 automatically comes out the same thing, and then you have to override this number like this. Now, once you input everything right, in the second one, you can paste down as well. You do the same thing. Now, once you input it, you are going to go to review screen. You're going to check the name, first, last, and social, address, every single number and every single letter are double checked. The worst of all is you overbelieve you're right and you say, you know what, I did this one. Of course, right. No, you double check every single letters. We do not tolerate people double check without check. Last tax season, there is a gentleman working with us. We make 3 times different mistake. One, the social is wrong. Second time, the last name is wrong. The third time, their W2, the company name is wrong. In a different time. That means he's careless. He's not good candidate to continue work with us. So we have to let him go. And we feel sorry for that because he is careless. And then we cannot allow the careless people represent our company. We must be upholded. Due diligence is required for everybody. And if you follow procedure, you do everything and double check every single thing carefully, it's nearly impossible you can make a mistake for this, for the kids. Like for the W2, you green check mark every single form from A to F, and then from 1 to 20. If you find anything's wrong, you go back to check it. You change it. You can go to data entry to change it, right? So, and then there's another thing you need to do is called due diligence. So the first one, yes. Second one. So there's no question number 2 in here. This one is a little bit tricky. It's double negative. The no is a good answer. It's appeared to be incorrect, incomplete, and inconsistent. Something's not good. Hey, let me tell you an example. If you go to the buffet, you pay for it, and then you can eat anything that in the display. Would you take something you feel kind of like not that good? You kind of like question about that. You're not. Or even though you by mistake take it to your plate and you're not going to put it in your mouth. The same thing in here. If it appears to be incorrect, you got to confirm with the client. When the client's kind of fishing and kind of doesn't look at you, doesn't really give you the yes and sure answer, that means we're not good match. The best business to do is not to do this business. We respect them and we reserve the right to refuse to serve anybody who is inconsistent with our quality. If we ask questions, they give answers, or they kind of like fishing around. We don't have to do all the business. We do the right business. We always do it right with pride. That's important. Your license, you have to protect your license. You work hard for your license, and you need to make sure you keep your license right. Do it right. Do it with pride. So go for 5, 6. Now in 5, this year, you can write down those information. And that's something new for this year. 6, 7. If 7 say yes in here, you don't need to put the A. And if there's a no in here, and then you have to answer. Now they don't have a self-employed. They are not qualified for earned income credit. Earned income credit is for somebody who is making less money, not head a household. So, but this one must be answered. And then no, no, yes, yes, and no. And normally those questions are no, no, yes, yes, no. Of course, you look at the cases. Make sure it's right. There's some overlay field right here. If there is, you need to make sure the override is right. Most of the time, you don't need override. The system will take care of it. And then the next thing you want to do is put today's date. And that's the sole number that we're going to tell you represents our firm when you work for us. If you need to pay with the tax return, you check this. If the refund, you don't need to. Now, last not least, if they would like to do IRA, you come here. There's like 20. And I changed the age of the husband over 50. That's why I get this 8,000. And we basically choose all deductible if possible. And then pays down, the wife is younger, under 60, or 50, excuse me, under 50 years old. So that's why 7,000. So now the system is going to calculate. There one more miscellaneous, A, B, C, V. Check this. And this is going to give them an opportunity, allow Straits Tax Software to send them a text message when their tax return is e-filed and accepted. They don't have to accept this. If not, and they can do this, and and you're not going to contact for this. Either way, you're fine. It's just more convenient, but we need to get authorized. You see, it's all green. So now we're done. Premium or not. We are finished the tax return. We have husband and wife, 2 kids. Do you see the new form of tax return for the dependent? There are a lot more detail. That means I ask more target on this. We need to be more careful. And then with the W2, and then with the IRA, and with the standard deduction, they get a quite big refund. With that, I would like to say thank you very much for today's training. And tomorrow we're going to go to class number 4.